On Sunday the 29th of May at 5 p.m. in Melbourne's Hamer Hall, 300 passionate orchestral and choral musicians will gather to perform two masterpieces of 20th century English music. The four Sea Interludes from Peter Grimes by Benjamin Britten and the epic First Symphony, the Sea Symphony by Vaughan Williams. Set in a small village on the east coast of England, the opera Peter Grimes tells the tale of a fisherman who stands accused of murdering two of his young apprentices at sea. A misanthropic loner, Grimes is hounded to self-destruction by the local townspeople, and though acquitted, throughout the opera the gossip and innuendo lead to great emotional turmoil and doubt, and Britten's music not only takes the listener from one physical location to another, but also examines the characters' minds, which are as turbulent as the sea itself, reflected in Britten's brilliant score. We begin with Dawn, which in the opera provides a bridge between the inquest into the death of Peter's first apprentice and the outdoors morning of Act 1, an eerie mood which reflects the hurt Grimes suffers from the rumours about him. Sunday morning begins with the sound of church bells, with flutes evoking the sounds of waking birds, and a sweeping, glorious melody which represents the new morning. Moonlight, the third interlude, is a curious and unsettling blend of calm and motion, which gives the listener a subtle feeling of emotional instability and movement, much like the sea itself. Finally, we hear the fourth and most dramatic interlude, The Storm. Surely some of the most tempestuous and violent music written in the entire 20th century, this movement is an absolute tour de force for the orchestra, and a brilliant and breathtaking passage which eventually subsides, leading us to a type of emotional shelter and a feeling of closure. A perfect curtain raiser to Vaughan Williams' epic Sea Symphony. The Sea Symphony was the first and largest symphony composed by Vaughan Williams. He wrote it between 1903 and 1910, where it was first premiered at the Leeds Festival that year. Vast in scale, it takes the beautiful poetry of the American poet Walt Whitman and describes vividly the life at sea and the life of those on the sea. The Sea Symphony begins with a strong outburst of brass, a brilliant fanfare which begins the work, and that fanfare is heard throughout the piece. And it's followed by an extraordinary exclamation from the chorus, who boldly proclaim, "Behold the sea itself." From the very outset, this work is full of drama, and Walt Whitman's vivid poetry takes us on a journey, not only across the sea, but also exploring all the activity around it, those who are sailing on it, and everything that the sea represents. bringing Walt Whitman's beautiful words to life. Not only the chorus, but two soloists who join us in this great performance. We're very fortunate to have two wonderful Australian singers in Antoinette Halloran and baritone Simon Meadows, who'll lend their beautiful voices to this epic work on the 29th of May in Hamer Hall. I'm very excited to be conducting this great work, and I hope that you'll join me and 300 talented and passionate musicians as we offer Melbourne audiences a rare performance of this great epic symphony by one of England's finest ever composers.